Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well today. Today I want to talk about something that's happening, a bit of a big change in my life. As you guys know, I have worked for about 16 months now in a nursing home, and I left because I was having trouble adjusting to the ward I was on my very first newly qualified job, and didn't feel very supported and wanted to get back to a bit of stability of what I know, which is nursing homes, because I've been a carer for many years and I did my management placement in a nursing home. So I came to the home that I went to and I loved it. Like, my team are a really great team of nurses. I've got some really good carers on the team. The manager is quite supportive as well, emotionally and professionally, and it's been a really good time. However, since about November, my home got an outbreak of coronavirus amongst staff and residents, and that kind of has taken its toll on me since November, because I've managed to avoid getting it for a very long time. Like, from November till towards the end of January, I was covering literally everyone's COVID absences. I was like a carer, I was even doing admin, as well as being a nurse. You know, I was trying to cover for everyone else who was off sick, and that sometimes meant I was working multiple 12.5-hour shifts in a row. I think the most I did was 11 days in a row, and then I was like, nah, I've got to have a day off. I'm sorry, I am absolutely burnt out. I can't even do 6 hours, manager. No, I can't even do a half day. Sorry, I'm going. And that's really tough because it drains you physically, mentally, emotionally, you know. And everyone thinks nursing home nursing is so easy, and it's really not. Like, I like nursing home nursing in that you have the same patients, so you get to know them and you get to know the families and you get to build a proper relationship up with them, and it's a lot easier as well when you know them that well, when they start acting up and like start feeling a bit unwell. So you know straight away, acting a bit strange, I'm going to get the doctor in. Lo and behold, you've caught an infection on, like, really early on. So that is one of the things I love about nursing home nursing. And a lot of people think nursing home nursing is de-skilling because you're not really a nurse, but you are, because I'm taking bloods, I'm doing tracheostomy care, I'm doing PEG care, catheter care. You know, if those things all come out, it's down to me, now that I've had the training, to be able to sort of put those back in as best as I can, or then call out like the specialist teams that are relevant to that. And that can be quite scary, you know. And I've had to deal with sudden deaths. I've had to verify deaths of residents as well. Like, I've had training to do that, where I wouldn't get that in the hospital because a doctor always verifies the deaths, but I can verify and say, yes, this person is dead. I can't do the death certificate, but, you know, I have to go through a load of checks with the person who's died and make sure that they're actually dead before they can then go to the undertaker. So it's really hard, and, you know, I bottle things up. That's what I do. I bottle things up and I carry it for so long, and then I explode. And I've kind of come to that point with nursing home care. I feel like I've learnt a lot, and there's not much more I can learn from being in the nursing home. So while I love my team, I am looking for a slightly different challenge. So back in February, I applied for palliative care nursing because I do love palliative care and end of life. It's something I'm very passionate about, and I want to continue learning and looking after people who are facing end of life care. So I've applied to loads of different hospitals, and I was getting interviews. I even applied to hospices, and unfortunately I wasn't really getting those jobs. And to be honest, I wasn't fully prepared for those interviews. But then the last interview I had, which was for a hospital that's about half an hour away from me, down the A19, they had an opening for their palliative care unit, And so I applied and I properly prepared. I researched all the trust values because the interviews are very values based now. You have to relate what you've done in relation to the values of the trust hospital to give examples of how good you are, basically. Really got to sell yourself. And I did that. I gave the best interview I have ever given in my whole entire life. And I didn't get it. However, the people who interviewed me said I interviewed so well and that I scored so highly that they still thought I was very employable. And so they have offered me a role on a care of the elderly ward, which is going to be kind of similar to what I'm doing now, except I'll be helping those elderly people move to a nursing home kind of thing, like hoping to discharge them to those kind of places or even back home with correct care packages. And so I have taken that job because it is within the same directorate as the palliative care unit. So if in the future a job comes up on the palliative care unit, I would then be able to transfer across as opposed to reapplying and having to go through the whole proper interview system, I think. I'm not sure how it works at Gateshead because that's the trust I'm going to be working for, Gateshead Trust. But that is a plan for me, like for now in the future. And, you know, it's going to be good for me. I'm looking forward to getting back into a more clinical, more acute environment. I feel that's the experience I was lacking from the interview. That's what they wanted from me, to have more acute experience, whereas for the last year or so I've kind of been considered community. And community and acute don't really mix very well because it's different skill sets. So yeah, I am now going to be a care of the elderly nurse and I'm excited for that. It's going to be kind of similar but different. I've already had a look around the ward. The drugs cupboard looks really high tech now. It's all fingerprints to open the cupboards, so you know people can't just go and help themselves to tablets and things anymore. You've got to scan in and stuff. It looks very high tech and I'm a bit scared about that. And I've met the team as well, obviously, or some of the team, and they all seem really friendly and welcoming, just like the nursing home team did. So I'm really excited for that. Like, yeah, I think I'm going to get a great level of support. I think I'm going to be happy there for the meantime. Like, obviously I'm not going to stay there forever. I do want to move into palliative care, and I will, because I'm determined to do that. But for now, I think it's going to be a good experience for me on the COTE ward. And to sort of take my Instagrams in a new direction, I've set up another Instagram account and it's called The COTE Nurse. I'll put that down just here somewhere. So if you want to follow my COTE nurse journey, because that's what care of the elderly is called in short, COTE, yeah, go and subscribe to that Instagram channel and I'll be doing Q&As and things. You can ask me about my job, and about the process. I am going to be putting up content on there specifically related to my job, so it's going to be very professional and in keeping with the NMC guidelines, and yeah, it's going to be really good fun. So thanks for watching this video, guys. If you have any questions, like, go to my new Instagram page, The COTE Nurse, or you can comment down below, tinkle the bell for future videos, to let you know when they're going up, because hey, California's still going on. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye for now.